people of the interweb. Today's video is going to be the second one in our back to school series, and we're going to show you some tips on how to get good grades and perform well in school. We've tried some of these tips and they seem to work for us, so that's why we're telling you. And also some of them are kind of a given, but yeah, it's different for everyone, so like don't come at us if it doesn't work for you. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. The first one we have here is to listen to white noise while you study. Like it's to prevent distractions and like other noises that you might be able to hear, and just like keep your thoughts focused on what you're trying to comprehend. I've tried this one and it worked well enough for me, so. First one that applies to the performing well in school is quite obvious, which is pay attention. Like that's all you have to do. Just pay attention, try not to get distracted in class. If you can, like try not to sit with your friends too much, maybe, I don't know, but like I like sitting with friends, but like if they're not gonna pay attention, distract you, then separate yourself. Yeah, ask to be moved or just move. Next is one that I've also tried and works for me, is to write yourself a review or a quiz on whatever you happen to be studying. Like you might have a review and you might have done it already and you don't have a new one, so just rewrite your review questions to also like help you like memorize it. And, yeah, or write yourself a quiz and then like study some more, and then like the next morning or like the morning of the test take the quiz and then like see how you did and stuff. Like next is ask questions. This also might seem like a given, but like some people like just don't, like it's not really that big of a deal. Like even if you feel a little bit socially awkward, if you don't know what's going on, don't be ashamed to like raise your hand and ask. Like it's better to feel stupid for half a second, like asking a question, rather than feel stupid and just like fail your test for not knowing it. You never know, it might help some other people out that don't get it either, and also do not want to ask. Next is use apps to study, to help you study anyway. Like I haven't tried these yet, but I do have them ready for the next school year. Mathway, which is one where I think you like send a message of like what kind of math question you have. Like I have it on the pre-calculus one because we're taking pre-calculus next year. Like you can put in like a simple one like x plus y equals blank, I don't know, and it'll give you the answer and like a whole bunch of different things that like if you want it to solve for y, solve for x, graph it, whatever. Then there's also Quizlet, which is basically an easier way to make study cards, because that is a big hassle for me. And like you can search a class on there, like some sort of science or whatever class you want, and then other people might have made study cards for that, and you can look off of their study cards, and it's efficient. It'll read it out for you if you want it to. It's good. So next is do your homework. This also, again, seems quite obvious, but lazy teenagers, like that's just how a lot of people are in high school. Next is use apps that you can use on multiple devices to do your work. Like Google Docs, you can work on it on a computer at school and also like on your phone or a computer at home as long as you log in. That's also the same with PowerPoint online. They're the same kind of deal. On like Chromebooks, so I'm not sure, but you can get it as an app, at least on like the Apple products. I don't know about Android. So next is to be friends with your teacher. Some teachers might just not like kids, which I don't know why they're teachers then, but I think a lot of teachers do appreciate being friends with their students. It makes their day a little better. Maybe makes them feel young. Yeah, but like they might be easier on you in class or they might be harder. It can go either way. Yeah, but you have a closer relationship, and that can make it easier to ask questions because, like, you feel closer to them or something. You don't feel as scared around them. Just, if you can't, like, be friends, like, just kind of get familiar with them. You don't have to be, like, best friends. Always a good, like, habit to get into, at least be friendly with your teachers. Then we have one that I've seen quite a bit on, like, social media. It's for, like, doing well in school and stuff like that, like this. Don't study or do homework in bed because it creates, like, it's an environment that you're used to, like, being tired and falling asleep, being comfortable. Yeah. And chances are you'll get tired and you'll fall asleep instead of actually doing your work. So, like, instead of doing it in your bed, go and do it at the table, on a desk, even on the couch maybe. Something that kind of resembles, like, a school environment if you can. And that is also
a library maybe.
Your white noise if you have no other place. At least it'll distract you from maybe your thoughts. The next is another one that a lot of people struggle with. I know I struggle with it a lot, which is don't procrastinate. It's really hard to get over, but if you can do it, it's like with your homework, do it as soon as you can, or, like, have an allotted time to spend on, like, a project or something. Do it before the due date. Yeah. Next we have don't complain. Like, complaining about doing your work isn't gonna make you want to do it anymore. So, like, just do it. Complaining really isn't gonna help. Yeah, it's gonna make you just feel bad about it and you're gonna do bad. Next is surround yourself with people who have the same kind of mindset. So you want people who, like, have the same outlook on school, like it's not boring, like a stupid waste of time. You want people who aim for good grades, like maybe take the same interest in classes as you. Like, we are friends with, like, a bunch of band kids. Yeah, that's basically our whole friend group. Like, we can talk to them about band and they won't, like, get annoyed because they understand and they like band. Yeah, so just don't hang out with the wrong kinds of people. They might influence you the wrong way. Next we have catch up on missing work. Like, if you missed a day or multiple from school and you missed a big assignment or something, like, make sure, like, you either talk to the teacher as soon as you get back, do it as soon as you can, talk to your friends, get the missing work, talk to them about, like, what they got for answers, or if they can explain how to do it. Make sure that it's done to the best of your ability that you can do, and get all the information that you missed. Yeah, even if it's not, like, a big assignment, you want to know what happened in class, so you're caught up and not wondering what the heck just happened while you weren't there. That also works with, like, handing in late assignments. Like, some teachers might, like, give you a grace period of handing in your stuff late without docking marks, or they might dock marks after, like, a certain day. Yeah, but, like, make sure you have, like, a solid reason why if you're doing it late. Like, don't say because I fell asleep, and don't lie about it. Yeah, make sure you don't do that too often either. Next is to, like, join some clubs and, like, be involved, but don't, like, over-involve yourself in stuff. You don't want to be overworked so you can't do your homework and, like, be on the sports team or the marching band or, like, the SLC or something. But you also don't want your whole life to be about school and getting good grades. You want to have some fun. You need an outlet apart from school where you can, like, interact with your friends. Next, we have spend your free time wisely. Like, if you have a spare, or just, like, some time after school, like, in between, like, sports game or something. Don't just like go play Fortnite, sleep. Like spend it like maybe looking over your notes from that day, or doing like maybe if you're mildly rebellious, read ahead in your reading. Yeah, if you're allowed. Like you can spend time with your family, be a good child. Do that and make sure that like your family knows that you want time to do that, so they're not like stealing you away, you know. But make sure to evenly allot your time so you can have time for fun stuff, time for school, and like time for family and yourself. Overall, you need to like try as hard as you can. You might not get 100% on everything, but like if you know what you did wrong, you can learn for next time, learn from your mistakes. And you know that you like did the most that you could, and that should count for something. Yeah, just do your best overall. Try to do your best if you can. And also with that, keep your future in mind. Like don't overthink things. Like just because you failed that one test, like doesn't mean you're not going to be able to become a doctor. But like if you let that get to you, you might fail the next test and the next test, and you might fail the class, and you won't be able to do what you wanted to do with your life. And an extra thing just going along with failing tests, ask teachers if you can rewrite them. Just like that helps quite a bit in some cases. If you get a higher mark, the teacher will either take the higher mark of the two or combine them and take the average out of that. Yeah. School. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, click here to subscribe, click here to watch more of our back to school videos, and leave a comment down below telling us what grade you're going into, if you're going back to school. Or if you're not going back to school, tell us what grade was your favorite and why. Anyway, we'll see you in our next video.